All right, as you're probably noticing, this whole object-oriented thing requires a lot of planning and patience, and that's fine. That's why we do design, right? We design these types of interfaces to make things a lot easier for when we pipe data into them. So I just want to make this very quick video about how to convert this ridiculousness into something that makes a lot more sense for a human. So what we can do in our JavaScript is we're going to create actually a JavaScript date object. And how do we do that? Well, we can take our code um, and we're going to, I guess, I'm actually going to write a function to do this because this is getting to be, it would be just so much code to do this over and over again right here. So I'm going to actually create a function. So I'm going to say function get uh, hour minute. And we're going to do that from what? We're going to take the date string. So we're going to give it a string like this, and we're going to convert it. Now this string has a very specific name. And weirdly, I should say not weirdly, because you've looked at it, is it tells you right here the string type is called an ISO string type or an ISO time type. So it's right there. So that's what we're going to end up using, but that's not important right now. All we need to know is that get hour minute. Why is that telling me? Oh, because I have to do this. Okay. So what should we do? All right. So when we get the time, when we get a date string or whatever, we have to create a date object because that is a built-in object type within there. So we'll do constant date equals new date, and then we'll use the date string. Okay, so now there is an object called, or we have an object floating around just called date, and it's going to be the object is made out of this date string. And what we can do is use one of the methods of the date object called toLocalString. And so we're going to create another tool called, or another variable called friendly, as in like user friendly, equals date dot to local date string. Sorry, locale string. And then we have to put it into, give it a couple, 2 or 3 parameters. The first parameter is what language are we using. In this case, it's English.us. Second, we have to give it what we want to feed back. So we only really want the hour and the minute, and that the fact that it uses AM and PM. So we're going to do hour colon numeric comma minute is for whatever reason 2-digit. And this is an example from, or I should say this is some code that I got. And then comma hour 12 is true. And that should be everything that we need. Okay. And then we're going to return friendly. That means it'll send it back. So what is happening, the 2 parameters are the language and then how you want the different parts formatted. We're only going to format hour and minute. We'll see how this works. I hope it works well. And then how can we do this? We can say text content equals get hour minute parentheses of this. We'll save it. We'll move it to our server. We'll check out the page and we'll hit refresh. That's not the page. That's not the page. This is the page. Refresh. 6:22 a.m. Perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. So now all I have to do is very tediously change all of these I just need to put man, you might be thinking there sure seems to be a lot of copying and pasting of the same 001122. Let's keep that in our mind as we do stuff. Because I didn't upload it. Uploaded, refreshed. There we go. So we can see very easily our sunrise and sunset times for this. So let's stop this video and we'll start looking at how we can set up the weather, like actually get some weather forecast for us and put that in here. And then the video after that is we're going to take a look at how we can get the weather forecast for where we are while we're holding our phone. So I'm excited to see how that one works too. So let's get started with let's get to putting some forecasts on here and current weather.